Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive. In the last episode, we finished exploring Stark Mountain and discovered that Looker had been staking out and disguised as a smashable rock for literal months, trying to uncover a Team Galactic plot to wake up the legendary Pokemon Heatran, which is right behind us, not because Team Galactic was successful with their mission, no, but because Looker managed to stop them and still took the Magma Stone out anyway. Good work, Looker. Anyway, after that, we went back to the survival area and were given access to the battleground. We will not be covering anything in the battleground this episode either. We will instead just be facing off against the legendary Pokemon Heatran, which is, of course, right here. So I guess without further ado, let's do this. Quo Gobo! Quo Bobobo! Yes, very, very, very threatening. And of course, here is the legendary Pokemon Heatran, located here in Stark Mountain. You will see it actually has a gender, which is interesting. It is level 50 in this game. It was level 70 in Diamond and Pearl, and that really would have been a more appropriate thing. But in any case, has the moves Metal Sound, Crunch, Scary Face, and Lava Plume, and the Flash Fire ability. It is Fire Steel type, so despite that Steel subtyping, it will take no damage from Fire type moves thanks to that Flash Fire ability. I did remember the Quick Ball this time, hooray, but MEtagross is going to get a lot of damage from that Lava Plume. Stun Spore, very good, because I would not last through another Lava Plume. Perfect. And let's actually weaken it down. Giga Drain's going to do next to nothing because it's quad resisted. Sludge Bomb will do literally nothing because it's part Steel type. We'll try a Shadow Ball, see what that does. This thing is pretty specially defensive. If you actually wanted to KO this thing, a ground type move would be great because it's quad weak, but that's not what I'm actually looking to do. Anyway, MEtagross goes down. Oh well. Who do I want to put out front? Juniper is also weak to fire type moves. Penguin, I don't want to use water type moves, but you know what? I'll do that. Because I do have, although I think both of these are quad resisted, which is lovely. You know what, let me actually try, no, you know what, let me try a Flash Cannon, because it's got Stab, so it'll probably do slightly more than Ice Beam. Oof, let's just chip away at it. Lava Plume's going to do neutral damage, because, yeah. So we're just kind of chipping away at each other, and that's just going to be how it goes. I think that's probably the best thing I can do. Heatran's going to be paralyzed every once in a while, and just get it down to low HP. I do not have Grovyle with me, so I will not be using False Swipe. Your special defense was lowered. So I think I'm going to try one more Flash Cannon. And I think I'm going to start throwing the Pokeballs after that. Hopefully this doesn't critical. Okay, we are in good shape. Crunch is going to be resisted. Metal Sound combined with that Lava Plume can be a fairly dangerous combination, but I'm not too worried. Let's see. We'll start with the regular old Pokeball. Got a good color combination for that. So let's see if that works. Absolutely not. Because why would it? Alright, another lava plume. I'm actually going to heal up, I think. I've still got a bunch of hyper potions. And Penguin is probably one of the better Pokemon to deal with this thing. Although once it starts doing metal sounds and scary faces and that's all it has left, it's not gonna hurt you at all. So really, the Lava Plume is, of course, the most dangerous thing that this Pokemon has at its disposal. If it was level 70, it would also have Iron Head, which is a good stab move for it to have. Like I said, that metal sound is horrible in combination with that Lava Plume, because Lava Plume's going to do a lot more damage now. Try the Luxury Ball, sure. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if this is going to take multiple takes. I don't know, you know, I don't know if Heatran's going to KO itself, if Heatran's going to KO my whole team, but I'm going to start out, at least for a little while, doing the weird Pokeballs just because I feel like it, and because if I happen to catch it in a weird Pokeball, that'll be really funny, he says as the netball shook. Luckily, Crunch is a physical move, so although if it keeps lowering my defense like that, I swear that's only like a 10% chance of it doing that, and it's done that twice now. Great Ball. We'll give that a shot. Once again, unless you happen to find a shiny, this really isn't something that I would use your Master Ball on. And to be fair, that's actually probably why I kept my Master Ball, just in case I happen to bump into a shiny legendary. I don't actually expect that that's going to happen, especially since I've already had a legendary Pokemon that, or not a legendary, a shiny Pokemon that I've encountered in this game by complete chance. But you never know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, so that's kind of exciting. Well, okay, it's not really exciting. Did I try a netball yet? I don't think I did. I don't know. It's this is going to be what takes up the bulk of the episode, of course, because, well, it's just going to be what it's going to be. And Lava Plume's going to KO me now, because oh, wow. That did not KO me. And it didn't burn me either. Tempted to let Penguin faint, but I'm gonna use another Hyper Potion just because. I mean, I've had my special defense lowered 4 times, I've had my physical defense lowered twice. That's not great, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? If I can outlast this thing with Lava Plumes, I feel like I'm going to be in good shape because Crunch isn't going to do much of anything. Let's try a Repeat Ball. That's got a decent color combination for this thing also. 1. Ah. Oh well. And Heatran is paralyzed. This area, of course, does count as a cave, so your Dusk Balls are your friend. I refuse to use the Dusk Balls because I am an idiot, as usual. Also because I don't want this to end in like 5 minutes, but even then, I've had legendary battles still manage to last all of 5 minutes. So, hooray. Yeah, let's throw Pokeballs for a little while, just see if I can catch this thing in a Pokeball, because that would be fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think level 70 would have been a better choice for this thing, although you can see it's still fairly tough at level 50. So, you know, it's not too terrible of a thing that they don't have it at level, but And at least they didn't lower its level to level 1 like they did with Regigigas. I still have no idea what the heck they were thinking. That was just a very poor decision all around, I think. But, you know, like the Galactic Commanders had Pokemon that were 10 levels higher than this thing. The trainers in the area were all stronger than this thing. Like, I think level 70 would have been a better level for this to be at least in my personal opinion. Just based on how much powerful it should be compared to everything in the general area. Because you'd think that the legendary Pokemon of the volcano would be, well, of this particular volcano, would be stronger than everything else in the area, because it's a legendary Pokemon. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Try another luxury ball because I feel like it. It would actually be kind of hilarious if I caught the thing in a net ball, because you'd think that the fire would just burn right through that. Aww. I thought I would have caught it in the luxury. I mean, that would have been cool, catching it in the luxury ball also. Although I suppose there is nothing cool about Heatran. It is a fire type after all. And I suppose I should actually talk about my thoughts on Heatran as a Pokemon. I just have been kind of rambling in general. I actually quite like Heatran. I mean, Steel is one of my favorite types. Fire is my absolute favorite type. And Heatran is both. Heatran is also a good Steel type if you're going to be doing a mono Steel type run, because it's completely immune to one of Steel's biggest weaknesses, i.e. fire. And if you've got, I believe, I don't remember, I think it was Next Generation that introduced the air balloon, but if you've got it on an air balloon, then its weakness is just water and fighting, I'd like to say. Yeah, water and fighting, I'd like to say. Because it's not weak to rock, which is normally a fire weakness because of its part Steel typing. It's not weak to... it's not weak to fire because of its flash fire because of its flash fire ability. So yeah, and if you've got it floating in the air, its ground weakness is neutralized until it gets hit by another attack. So that's kind of nice. I do not want to attack this thing again. No, 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 no. We'll run out of the net balls just because. Well, okay, we'll try to catch it in the net balls until we run out, is more what I meant to say. Anyway, I do also kind of like the design of Heatran. And there goes Punwin. Wonderful. We'll switch Splurb into the battle. But I'm not actually going to... I mean, I could U-turn. U-turn is actually quad-resisted, but... not going to do that. Just going to keep throwing the Pokeballs. Well, yeah, keep throwing the balls at it. I heard it shake, but no. Oh well. And Scary Face. Oh no, I'm so scared. Whatever will I do? But yeah, I do kind of like Heatran's design. Even though it kind of does look like it's got a little toy spaceship for its forehead. You know, I like the idea of kind of a molten metal, or a literal melting metal Pokemon. And it's good. I like it. I mean, again, it's my top two favorite types in one Pokemon, and I think that they actually represent both the Fire and the Steel type very well. And it's good in battle. Like, when I was actually trying to do a mono Steel type on Pokemon Showdown for a little while, which I absolutely failed at because I'm a terrible competitive battler, but Heatran was a key member of my team because it's not Uber, and because it's actually a very, very good... Well, I was going to say it's a very, very solid Pokemon, but the fact that it's melting metal means that it's actually technically partially liquid. Yeah, it is a very good Pokemon, and it is both a good steel type and a good fire type. And that's really most of what I have to say about it. You know, I think at this point I just end up repeating myself, so no sense in doing that. I also kind of, I wouldn't say but I do kind of find it interesting that Heatran is a Pokemon with a gender, and it's, you know, unlike Latios, Latias, and some of the other legendary Pokemon with it doesn't really have a corresponding Pokemon of the opposite. Like, Heatran can actually be either male or female. I happen to find a female here, but it's got a 50-50 shot of being either. So, you know, again, it's interesting. I think it's one of the only legendary Pokemon where you can have it as either gender, because it's, first of all, it's one of only a few legendary Pokemon that even has a gender in the first place, but most of those are generally gender locked. Like, again, Latios and Latias are the ones that come to mind, and there are probably others, but off the top of my head, I can't think of them. Heal Ball. Let's do that, because I feel like it. I'm feeling the heal. Probably. Although, actually, I did manage to fairly badly injure my right heel over the summer. You know, I do try to go walking every day when I'm at work. You know, I walk during my lunch hour. And I somehow managed to injure my heel pretty badly. So that's, it was actually in the fall, not in the, well, really, really late summer, September, October. So, and it's still kind of healing, which of course my foot is healing because it's the only part of my body that has a heel. Hooray. Well, whatever. This is completely and totally off topic. Yeah, with those leftovers, Splurb is just really good at walling this thing, as long as it doesn't get off a lava plume, which hopefully it's out of those, but you never know. You know, I'm hoping that it is, but I'm also not entirely convinced that it is. Yeah, Splurb is in absolutely no danger at this point. And that's good. Again, I feel like we're in a fairly tenable spot. We can kind of stay here for a while. And I like to get my legendary... Okay, that shook twice. I like to get my legendary Pokemon in... well, I was going to say, I like to get legendary Pokemon in states where I can just kind of sit there. Oh, that is not good. But I believe that is also what the full restores are for. So, we will do that. HPPP, and forget the Hyper Potion. We will go straight to the full restore. I've still got over 30 of those, so I should be okay. And that'll also take care of the burn. So that's good. And there we go. Back to almost full health. Those leftovers, it's just an incredible, incredible item to have on Splurb. And again, I really am thinking about putting that Life Orb on Punguin and the choice specs with a 4th offensive move on Porygon. And I really do, once I get Grim back in the party, I really do think that I'm going to swap out Omniswint for Shadow Ball. Just to have that little bit of extra raw power right at the beginning of the battle. But that's, I mean, that's all future plans. Are you gonna... Yes! Okay, wow, caught that in a repeat ball. It does have a good color scheme for it, so that's great. Again, one take, which seems to be my standard for legendary Pokemon. except for Giratina and, of course, the roaming legendaries, but you still haven't seen the roaming legendaries as of when I'm recording this. Anywho, Heatran over here is the Lava Dome Pokemon. Like I said, it is Fire Steel. I actually kind of like that footprint. It's interesting. Its body is made of rugged steel, however, it is partially melted in spots because of its own heat. So, okay, I guess it is a partially solid Pokemon and a partially liquid Pokemon. Not going to give a nickname to that. Oh, right, I was in box 3 last. So that's Heatran. Next order of business is to activate another Repel, because why wouldn't I? I'm going to snag that Ultra Ball that I missed from the last episode. It was in the southwest corner of the room, and I looked up, like literally the only thing that I did in between episodes was look up where the heck that thing is. Right, I gotta go this away. Then I gotta go this away. And I can strength. I said I can strength, Dr. Doof, if you do not mind. And then I believe I have to go this way. No, this way. And then down. Repel. Man, I used up a lot of repels last episode. Down here is where I want to go. And here in between these two boulders, there is an Ultra Ball. I mentioned that in the last episode. I did not remember where it was, but there you go. And now we can finally get out of here for the last time. I mean, again, I do kind of like the atmosphere. I also like the red glow. It really does give the place a lot more ambiance than it had in Diamond and Pearl. And I really like the revamp that it had. Literally, the only thing I don't like that they did with this place between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum was lowering Heatran's level from 50 or from 70 to 50. And even then, you know, if Heatran was level 70, even at my buffed level 65s that I got from training this year, Heatran would have kicked my butt. So I guess I'm kind of, well, I mean, I kind of like a challenge. My legendary Pokemon battles, other than the Giratina one and other than the roaming legendaries, which are their own kind of separate thing, it's been, I wouldn't say disappointing, but it seemed too easy at times, because it's easy for me to kind of get into a good rhythm where I've got the legendary and you know, part of that's probably because I decided to go for a Pokemon like Mascaros, and I kept Stun Spore on it, which is again the best status infliction that you can really use for legendary battles, or for any battle where you want to catch something, just because it sticks around. And because, you know, it does still have, it's not as great of a modifier as something like sleeping, or you're putting it to sleep, or freezing it, but those don't stick around. And then the paralysis can also help you add up turns if you're going to use something like a timer ball. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, having and it actually really makes me seem sillier for when I kept Mascaros out of the party for when I was battling Giratina, especially since I kept Grim in the party, and you know, Grim with its pressure, Giratina with its notorious low PP on its moves already. That was just a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. But yeah, in general, I want to think that the legendary battles that I've been having in this game have been interesting, but I also know that they've been relatively short, and I've been lucky enough to get most of them in one take. And I don't know how interesting that is, but, you know, I have fun. And again, the fun, well, I guess a fun thing about it is I start the videos not knowing exactly how long it's going to take me to catch the legendary. So I don't know if I'm going to be there for 5 minutes or for 5 hours. But whatever the case, you know, it's generally been shorter. I've actually had fairly good luck with the legendaries, but right now I'm going to heal up because I kind of need it. And I will actually take Grim out of the PC. I'll put Dr. Doof back in the PC. Because I just know if I wait to do that for between episodes, I'm going to forget. And I'm going to want my full team of 6 for the next episode. So... Oh, and of course what we can do while we're in the PC, I did need to go into the PC anyway, so that I could show off Heatran over here. So you can see Heatran, level 50 female, caught in the repeat ball, which again looks really good with its coloring, I think. I mean, I'm not the world's greatest expert on aesthetics, but oh well. Hardy nature, happily eats anything, so that's got no increased stat, no decreased stat, so that's okay. There are its stats at level 50. Of course, that flash fire ability, that speed stat looks a little slow, but off the top of my head, I don't actually remember how fast Heatran is supposed to be. And of course, there are its moves: Metal Sound, Crunch, Scary Face, Lava Plume. You can see Metal Sound's got 40 PP, so most likely the battle's going to drag on. And you're really not likely to have this thing KO itself due to struggle. It's more likely going to get you with that Lava Plume. I mean, Lava Plume is no slouch. It's 80 power fire types, you know, special fire type move. And you can see Heatran's got a decent 138 special attack. You know, that's not that's fairly low in comparison to something like my Porygon, but Porygon is also level 66 now. So anyway, like I said, we're also going to grab Grim while we're here, put Dr. Doof back in the PC. Dr. Doof, you have served me well, and I am happy for that. You can see we've got a nice little gathering of legendary Pokemon here, in addition to the ones that we caught before game end, which is good. Plus, you know, the roaming legendaries, which are one box over, and I will never let you see until that episode has gone on, or those episodes have gone on YouTube. But that's it for the Pokemon Center. And now let's talk to this dingus again. Yes. So he's asking if we battled everyone. No, I did not. I have not battled anyone yet, but I will in the next episode. So, in the next episode, I will be taking on the people that are currently in the battleground right now. The reason that I am saving while I am in here is I believe I'll be able to record this today, but on the offhand chance that I do not get that I do not get to record that episode today, if I'm in here even when a new day starts, the same people will be in, it'll be the same people. Then when I exit the building and come back, it'll be different people. So, I'm gonna do that. I will make sure to have the full teams prepared for all 4 trainers that are in here right now, which means that there is a bit of research and pre-editing that I have to do, but it will all be worth it because I just love the fact that I can rematch gym leaders. I wish you could do that in every single game, and I would absolutely 100% be lying if I didn't say that, the fact that you can rematch gym leaders pretty much whenever you want at the end of this game, in the post game, is one of the reasons why I love Platinum so much. Because it was, I believe, only the second game ever where you could do that, but I'm gushing way too much about that, and we haven't even done it yet. So I'm just going to save things off here. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our forums, our public Discord server, and our social media channels, which are all linked in the description below. And with that, I'm going to save things off here, and I will see you all next time.